We're going to begin lying down on the back. So let's go ahead and lie down, bend the knees, and bring your hands to rest on the belly. Just lengthen the back of your neck. Let the eyes close and come to rest here. Feel the gentle coming and going of your breath. And then bring your right knee into your body. We'll extend the left leg long. Holding on to that right leg nice and gently. Now bring it in a little bit deeper. As you breathe in, let it move away a little. Keep the face relaxed. Easing the leg in a little more on each exhale. Notice the back of the neck lengthening. Shoulders relaxed. Let's bring the other leg in. Straighten the right leg out. Stay with your breath. And notice how this feels. So letting the breath begin to slow down now. Bigger, deeper breaths. And now let's bring the other knee in as well. Your hands on your knees. We'll breathe in now, a bit of a bigger movement. Let the legs move away a little bit as you breathe in. And then gather them into the body. Give yourself a little hug, breathing out. We'll do that one more time. And gather them in. Now on this next movement, as you inhale, bring your hands on the front of your knees, push them away, lift your feet up level with your knees. Hold it here now, breathe out and press the knees against the hands, but push back against the knees also with your hands. Take 2 more breaths. So you're keeping your arms straight, keeping a contact between the knees and the hands. They're sort of pushing against each other here to switch on the core muscles. 1 more breath. Good. And then bring it on in. Just give yourself a little hug, a rest. And then we'll do that again. So it's really about switching on the core muscles, feeling that strength. So knees forwards over your hips, feet level with your knees, shins horizontal. Now breathe in. As you breathe out, push the knees against the hands, push the hands against the knees. Feel the backward tilt of the pelvis and the strength of your core. Take another 2 breaths here. You might even feel the pelvic floor get switched on here, all part of the core muscles. And then gather it in, draw it in, and really notice these core strengtheners. The best way to build a bit of heat instantly, like stoking the fire in the belly. 1 more time. So 3 breaths. And try to keep the neck out of it. Keep it as relaxed as you can around the head and neck. Bring the focus into those muscles deep in the abdomen. 1 more time. End of your 3rd breath. Bring the knees in and we're done. That'll do. Drop your knees over to the left and reach your right arm back behind you. Put your left hand there on your top leg. Move your feet forward off your mat. Keep that right angle that we had there a moment ago at the knees and hips. And turn the head to the right. Close your eyes and listen in. Deepen the breath. I'm going to come across the center, take it over the other way. Just really taking this time to tune into your body as it is today. breathing more space into it. And as you're letting the breath go, just invite the body to twist a little further. No forcing now, just space and awareness. Lots of breath. Notice if you can keep your mind here in the body, in the sensation. And then come on back to the center. We'll draw the knees in. Give yourself a little hug. Now, one more little core strengthener here while we're on the back. Lift the legs up, hands under your head. Now, you have the option here to lift your head or keep it on the ground, whatever you prefer. We're going to take a breath in, and on the out breath, move the right leg away, keeping the left leg where it is. Drop the right leg as close to the floor as you can, but don't touch the floor. Then bring it back up. Inhale, and then we'll go the left leg. Exhale. Inhale back up. So as you drop your right leg, exhaling, keep the center of the body steady. So we keep going, keep alternating legs. Gets harder as the leg gets closer to the floor. Feel yourself work a little harder through your strong center, protecting the lower back and strengthening the core muscles. Slower the better. So feel that moment where you're doing the most work and stay there just for like half a second extra. Let's go one more time on each side. You started with the left leg, so you're going to finish with your left. Started with the right. I don't know what I just said there. Finish with your left anyway. And then when you're done, we'll bring the knees in. Nice. Okay, we're going to roll up all the way up to sit. And put your feet on the floor. Put your hands down behind you, fingers pointing forwards or back. You can choose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push into the floor. Lift your hips. Now stay here. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Push down and grip through the feet and hands to get the hips a bit higher. Soften a little bit. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, push down to go higher and imagine the hands and feet pulling towards each other under the body. One more time, soften a little on the inhale, and then push down to rise a little more, exhaling. Then pop the hips back down on the floor. Now boat pose. Keep the hands behind you for the moment. Point your toes and just put your toes on the floor. Keep your back straight. Lift your feet. You can keep your hands here, or let's take them forwards. Feet level with your knees. Breathe in. Breathing out. Pull your knees and chest towards each other. Just even a little bit, that's all. Take another breath. Exhale, gather in and up tall. One more, inhale. So I'm not bringing my feet any higher, keeping them level with my knees or thereabouts. We're trying to lift up through the upper body a bit straighter and higher. Now put the feet down, put the hands down. We'll do this one more time. So press into the feet, lift the hips. Reverse table. Breathe in, and it's on our out breath where we give it a little bit more effort. Push down, lift up. When you breathe in, you can soften a tiny bit. Don't lose it all together, but just let go a little, and then exhale, up you go a bit more. One more. So soften, and then exhale up. Feel the hamstrings switch on here. Now down again. Boat pose again. So feet up. You can stay here, hands on the floor behind you, or hands forwards. Find your balance. Breathe. Breathe out, pull it in, sit up tall. Keep going. Find your breath. Exhale a little more into the movement. So there's that contraction, that bit more strength as we exhale. And then that'll do. Just cross your legs and fold forwards. Now, simple cross leg, forward bend. Oh, it feels so good. That releases everything that just seemed to work there. So bowing forwards from your pelvis, feel the release of your hips. And then you can gently round through your back, breathing into your back. Let's stay here for another breath. Curl the toes in towards each other. You're flexing your feet. Good. And then we'll come up and we'll just bring the other leg in front. So again, curl the toes towards each other. Move from your hips forwards to the front of your sit bones, dropping the pubic bone down, and then rounding all the way, a gentle rounding of your spine, continuing that arc, that shape right through the neck. And just drop in, let yourself get heavy here, breathe into it. And rise up, inhaling as you come up. Exhale, let's come out of it and over onto hands and knees for cat and cow. So settle the hands firm on the ground, knees and feet hip width. Let's do a couple of rounds where we inhale, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale, rounding the back, pulling the spine up. Two more. Follow your breath. So as always here, feel free to move with it. You might move your hips side to side or forwards or back, or even a little sort of wag of the tail. A bit of both. Now downward dog. And breathing here now. Just take a moment. And bring your feet together. Inhale and lift your right leg up. Nice and easy on this first round. Don't force it. Then step the foot outside your right hand, exhaling. Inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky, little twist. Exhale, let the hand come down to the floor. Inhale, step back into plank. Lower down, exhale, chaturanga. Now gentle back bend. Inhale, arching the upper back. Downward dog as we exhale. Feet together for a moment. We'll inhale, left leg rising. Step it forwards, left side of the mat, exhale. Right up alongside your hand. Now inhale, left hand to the sky, a bit of a twist, good. Hand down to the floor as you exhale. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. So we're going to be repeating this whole sequence 2 more times. As you come into your back bend, you might feel it changes a little bit round by round. Downward dog. Feet together. Inhale, right leg. Keep the left heel heavy as the right leg lifts up. Step forwards outside the hand, exhale. Get nice and deep with your hips. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, hand to the floor. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Remember, you could always do that on your knees. Now you choose your back bend. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be upward puppy. It could be locust. Downward dog. Feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Right heel heavy. Step up outside your hand. Exhale. Hips deep. Inhale, keep the hips there. Left hand to the sky. Exhale, hand to the earth. Plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. So choose your wise back bend now. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Last round. Feet together. Left heel heavy. Right leg a little higher now. Inhale. Exhale. Step up. Hips nice and deep. Inhale. Right hand to the sky. Twist through the chest. Exhale. Hand to the floor. Plank. Inhale. Slow motion, strong and steady, chaturanga. Inhale, rising in your back bend. Downward dog. Exhale. Feet together, keep the right heel heavy now. Last time with the left leg. Inhale. Feel the peak and step it forwards. Exhale. Left hand, inhale, twisting. Good, your hand down, exhale. Let me step back to plank. Inhale. Lower down, exhale. Inhale, rising. Exhale, downward dog. Now breathe here. Settle into this. Now walk your hands down your mat towards you. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Point the space between the second and third toe forward. Hands on your shins. Inhale. Lift to a halfway point. Feel that you have a neutral spine here. Same spine, same shape as if you're standing. Tip your hips forwards a little bit more. Feel the lengthening of the back of your legs. And then we'll hang down. So fold your arms, hang your elbows, drop your head. Breathe. Take another breath. Good. Now, hands to your shins. Inhale. Halfway point again. Ardha Uttanasana. Hands to the top of the legs, to the hips. Exhale. Push down through your legs to come up. Stand at the top and get steady. Relax here. Feel the head clear. Okay. Now let the eyes open. We're going to stand on the left foot and we're going to come into tree pose. So remember, you could go over to the wall. You could look at something really close to you or be where you are. We're going to bring that right foot up either to the calf or grab it and bring it up to your thigh. Now, if you find you're wobbling all over the place in tree, I promise going to the wall, standing like 3 inches, 5 inches from what you're looking at will sort you out. You won't have to touch the wall, but just look at that thing really close to you. And bring your hands then to the crown of your head, one on top of the other. I'm just going to push down gently with the hands. Feel that and align your body under that weight. And let your hands go on up to the sky, reach up. Bring the hands together, down to the heart center, get steady. Great. Now, bring the leg off, just point the knee forward, just stand on one leg, nothing fancy with the right leg, just stand on the left. Let the arms drop and move them a little bit wide of your body. You're looking at one point. Now you're going to imagine you're still looking at it and close your eyes. Find your balance. Open your eyes, drop your foot. Good. You try the other. So shake out the standing leg. Standing on the right foot now. Place the left foot either against your calf or take it right up to the inner thigh. Don't put it against your knee, okay? Above or below your knee. Now, when you've got that, hands on the crown of your head, one on top of the other, spreading the hands wide. Okay, now feel that pressure. And then align your body under that to best take that weight. You feel the lengthening of your neck, everything sort of coming into an efficient line of energy under your hands. Now, if you feel steady, let your hands go up to the sky. Keep looking at that one spot, breathing. You're doing it. So don't try too hard now, because if we try too hard, we kind of brace ourselves and then we can't respond to the body moving, the center of gravity shifting ever so slightly. Let yourself relax a little bit so you can respond to what you're feeling. Keep finding the balance. Now bring the hands together down to the heart center. Now let the knee, bent leg, left leg, come forward, slipping the foot off the leg. Just stand there now on the one leg, on the right leg. Drop the arms down by your side. Take them a tiny bit wider. It's going to help your balance if you have your hands wider. Okay, look at the one thing. Now you're still looking at it. Close your eyes. Now feel. You might wobble, you might put the foot down. Feel. See if you can find that balance. Keep breathing. And then we'll come down. Foot to the floor, shake out the standing leg. If you've gone off your mat, come on back on. And let's take a really wide stance sideways on the mat. Turn the space between the second and third toe forward. They're parallel with each other, hands on your hips, or just kind of the very top of your legs at the hip creases. Take a breath in. Now breathe out and feel the pelvis tip forwards. The spine stays in neutral. Pause there now, halfway. Take a breath in. Good. Nice neutral spine. And then let the hands go on down to the floor, just the fingertips on the floor under your shoulders. Tip your hips forwards a bit more and see if you can again lengthen into that neutral spine so we're not rounded. And then we're going to put the left hand on the floor. Maybe grab a block if you like for this. Left hand flat, right arm opens out and upwards. Now, stay here. You can move from your hips. Twist through your spine. So we're not overdoing it with the shoulder. We're letting the movement come from the hips all the way through the back to the crown of the head. Take another breath. Keep the feet firm. Arches of the feet lifting. Now bring it down and we'll go the other way. So right hand down, left hand out and up. Now just listen in. Go a little deeper into the twist to a place that feels good, nothing tweaky, nothing forced or misaligned. One more breath. Now, bring it back down, hands to the earth, separate the hands shoulder width. One more time in that sort of neutral place, that sort of half lift. Then walk your hands back between your feet. Hinge forwards from your hips a bit more, but let your back now Start to soften and round. Let the back of the neck lengthen. Give up the ambition to land anywhere in particular and just feel all down the back of the body, easing your way forwards and down. Hands are shoulder width apart, so are the elbows. Hug them in towards each other. Lean forwards a little bit. 2 more breaths. You want to find that fine line between ambition and lack of effort. You know what I mean? Like you want to be putting in an effort, but not ignoring signs from your body that that's far enough. So let go of the ego aspect. 1 more breath. Now hands back out under your shoulders again. We'll breathe in. We'll come to the halfway point, neutral spine. Hands to the hips. Top of the legs, the kind of hip crease area. Exhale, push down through strong legs to get up. Good. Pause here. Bring your feet in closer now. And we'll turn ourselves back around our kind of normal way on our mat. We'll turn the feet slightly out, heels in a bit. Now we're going to inhale, bend the knees, come down towards the squat, not your deepest. Exhale, stand up, reach up to the sky. Let's do that again. So as we inhale, keep the back straight, bend the knees, squat, exhale, push up to standing. Again, inhale, kind of warming up into this. Exhale and building the strength in the back of the legs and in the bum. Inhale, nice and steady. Exhale, up. 2 more. Inhale. Knees wide. Exhale. So you want to keep the arches of your feet lifted the whole time. Last time. Exhale. Now this time we're going to inhale, get into that squat, and we'll stay there. You can go as low as is comfortable for your joints. Low as you can go without really rounding the back and losing the quality of this squat. Hips open. Chest is broad, elbows are wide away from each other. And then we'll come and sit right down. Stretch your right leg all the way out, bend your left leg in, Janu sirsasana, same as tree pose really. Foot against the inner thigh or maybe against the calf might be better for you. Tip yourself forwards to the front of your sit bones. Take a breath in. Now breathing out, rounding down over that straight leg. If you wanted to take a belt around the foot here, you could. You don't even have to worry about holding the foot necessarily. Could have hands on the floor. Bring the chin in. Soften into the breath. One more. Lovely. Come on up on an inhale. All the way out of it. And we're going to put the left hand on the floor behind us. We're going to come up onto that left knee and the right foot. So get your hips up. Get your right foot flat on the floor. Turn it a bit to the left. Now push down through your knee, through that foot. Reach your right arm over your head. Something like a side plank. If this is a bit inaccessible, you can't get those hips right up, shift your knee, your bent knee, closer to your right foot. Take another breath. Feel the opening of the front body. Hips forwards, chest opens, and exhale, down we go. Sit down and we'll do the same thing the other side. So left leg long, right leg draws in. So position yourself so you're facing forwards and then work your way to the front of your sit bones. Take a breath. And then as we breathe out, we'll bring the head in, we'll let the back round, let the hands make their way forward. and listen in. The rest of what you need to know, it's all there inside. Breathe into it. Stay present. Now stay for one more breath. And start to come up as you breathe in. All the way up as you breathe out, and then we'll set up that counter pose, right hand to the floor. We're going to turn the left foot so that we can get onto it as you come up on your right knee. Straighten out the left leg, and then here we go. Left arm over your head. So it's similar to a side plank, but then you really start to let it open up a little more. Let your hips go forwards, the front of the body lengthen and open. Another breath or two here. And then exhale as you bring yourself back down. And you might want to get your socks and your jumper and all that kind of thing. And then you're going to bring yourself down onto your mat. Lie down in Savasana. Throw a blanket over you. Use some props under the knees and head, whatever you've got. I think covering the eyes is quite important. Okay. So let's get settled, get cozy. And when you've found your way onto the floor, you're ready to go. Take a moment to feel your breath. Just come back to its own rhythm. Empty the weight of the body down into the earth. So in this little moment, this brief Savasana, we have a chance to really practice presence, to let everything else go. All that might be coming down the track, we don't know. Everything that's done, it's done. It's done. Forget it, leave it for now. And notice this moment, because this is the only one we're living. It's the only one that's really happening. We don't know what's coming. And the funny thing with what's gone is we remember it. And we remember it a little bit differently to how anybody else remembers it. You put your own spin on it. So let's stay with what we know is happening, what we know to be true. What are you physically feeling right now? Let the breath come and go. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. You won't always feel like this. Now, is your body asking you to stay longer? Do you have space in your day to stay? Because if you do, I would take 20 minutes here, 20-minute Savasana. Your body will know when the time is up. But if you have to move on right now, you will make a little promise to do just that later, a 20-minute Savasana on its own. For now, let's take a breath in. And as you let it go, tip the back of the waist to the floor, turn the kneecaps to the sky, hold the pelvis steady, drag the feet in one at a time. So if you have an eye cover on, we'll take it off, but don't open the eyes. Roll over to your side. Stay on your side for at least a breath. And let your head be supported. And then come on up slowly. And then we'll sit in whatever way is comfortable. If you've opened the eyes, we'll close them again. Let the palms face up. And just take this moment once again to notice how you feel, notice the effect of your practice. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. And bring to mind something, someone that you feel grateful for. Let's breathe in, we'll stretch up to the sky. Gather it in, exhale, draw the hands down to the wisdom center, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.